I don't have my elven sword. I don't have any of my katanas or my Highlander swords or my work
Open
knife.
it with your razor sharp wit.
Hey, how you doing? Fuck.
What's up? This is Laser Brains. Woo! We're here to talk about Die Hard. I am your co-host Mike Allen, as always been joined by
Joshua Marvell. Tis the season. I'm excited to talk about this Christmas movie.
Okay.
Oh, we're doing that, are we?
Yeah. Yeah, I guess we will. Okay, and we're as always joined by Champ Ian.
How's it going, guys?
Woo!
Pretty
Thank
good.
you for hosting movie night.
My pleasure.
For
My pleasure.
99 weeks so far.
Ish, give or
Ish,
take.
something like that.
Yeah. Almost,
And-
but not quite a nice round number.
Yeah, to celebrate, we're joined by very special guest TJ and resident Die Hard expert, right?
I wouldn't call me an expert or very special, but I'll give both titles to you. I appreciate those. Thank
Very
you.
special to us,
Thank
TJ.
you.
Okay, so you got to tell us, TJ, what do you got here?
Oh,
What do you got?
all right. This is a Die Hard Christmas ornament that I still have actually yet to open. That was gifted to me last year, I believe. And it's John McClane in the air ducts, and it actually lights up, and I believe it has sound also.
Really?
And yes.
Are we going to find out tonight if it has sound or?
If I can find a way to open it, because I left all, like you had said earlier, my elven blades at home.
Okay. If only we could open this box. Okay.
Oh, it's
And
got
then-
a sticker.
I'm sure that there's
Oh, no,
a way
yeah,
I can.
it's
Yeah.
got
You want me to-
scotch
you want me to
tape.
open
Oh, go for it.
Okay.
My nails are not sharp enough for it.
Okay, but while he's doing that, what else
But
you got there? You
I
wanna show-
also have a Die Hard Christmas, which is a
No, it's
children's
right in
book
there.
with
Okay.
a John McClane
I
plush.
don't want this to fall here.
Oh no, that's fine.
Nice.
So it is
Oh,
a
it's
children's
resting your
book
beard.
with a John McClane plush, and it looks like his ribs are wrapped up. No, that is the fire hose, which is attached to a suction cup.
Wow,
So you can
okay.
hang it from a window.
That's awesome.
That's freaking
At least
awesome.
I
And-
think it's awesome because
No,
it's
the-
facing
the-
that way. I'm going to have to watch the
Your
podcast.
imagination.
Oh, all right.
There you
So-
go. There you
Thank
go.
goodness.
And
I'll
it
Where
watch
did
the
you get
podcast
this
now.
from, TJ?
Oh god, when I was working overnights at Walmart, I saw that sitting there. I'm like, done and done. I have to get this.
Nice,
it's
nice.
classic. And a couple years after I bought this, a friend of mine that's mutually interested in a lot of older movies and whatnot sent me a photo he found in the wild of that book. He's like, TJ, do you have this? And sends me a photo of the book. 5 minutes later, I sent him back a photo of this. And he's like, oh, yeah, of course you have it, TJ. I'm like, yes, of course I do.
Okay, nice.
But the whole book, it goes through like it's a night before Christmas and all through the house. And it's nicely drawn and rhyming. And it's absolutely ridiculous.
Is there an age group for this gift, or is it for any age? Is
Um,
it catered to kids, or could anyone get it, receive
I
it?
don't think they curse in it at all.
Okay.
It's
Okay.
been a few years since I've read it.
Does anybody get their brains blown out?
Yeah.
There is some graphic blood in it from
Okay.
that I did
pop-up
open
book.
it up.
Yeah. Confetti pops
I
out.
did open it up for my buddy Neil earlier this evening, and the page I opened up to, it's him with blood on the window, taping up his foot, and so on and so forth. But
Lovely.
So ages
Okay.
10 and up, maybe.
yes,
I'll let you do
And
the
then we have
honors
your
here.
gift open there. So let's see what we got
it
here.
is all good to go. Here we go. Okay.
wanna hold that for me?
I was gonna say you can mute it if I go funk.
Well, here, want us to
Right.
hold your mic?
There you
You can
go.
hold your mic.
So now I can talk in stereo. Gee.
That's the way we go.
Wait, Ian, you can help him out if he needs to talk.
No. It's on. Sorry, I just turned it on. I think the batteries might be dead because the battery tab has already been pulled out, even though this has never been opened.
Is there a button or
How long have
something?
you had that for?
It's been like a year and a half,
Okay.
maybe 2 years. But yeah, it has one of those little tabs on the back that you would normally pull so the batteries are active. So it's a factory thing where they didn't have it in. So I'm assuming the lighter would light up on that.
Nice. Oh, very
Okay,
cool.
okay.
Very cool. Very
Yeah.
cool. All right. I
But yeah.
like it, man.
No, I need to put that up on my.
And where'd you get that from?
It was a friend of mine that found it and gifted it to me.
Nice.
My buddy Brandon from Final Stage and his boyfriend Will had gifted that to me.
Very, very cool. Wow.
So
I take it you're a diehard. Okay, you're not an expert, but you're a fan.
I am a fan.
Okay.
Yes.
Because I'm a fan, and I remember when this film came out in 1988.
Was it 88?
It was 88. It was the year before Batman.
Yeah,
Yes.
because the second one was 1990.
Yeah.
So they had a quick
They were
turnaround
pumping
time
them
on
out.
them.
Yeah, they were. Champion. Do you remember seeing this when it came out?
No, I didn't see this until, this is my first time seeing it all the way through and paying attention.
Holy moly.
Interesting.
It's been on. I've seen bits and pieces of it, but this is the first time that I've been like, okay, I'm going to watch Die Hard now.
Wow. Okay. Interesting. Joshua Mervell.
I don't remember the first time I saw this. I was not around when it came out, but I feel like it's just one of those movies.
Okay.
Again, one of those movies where it's just always kind of been there.
Okay. So here's the thing: is that this movie has a very high reputation among action movie fans. And now here's the thing: is it did? I gotta admit, it took me a little while to warm up to it. It was one of those movies that was always there. Like Lethal Weapon. I always knew what it was. I had seen it and I enjoyed it, but it took me many, many years to appreciate it because, and I think the reason
And this is after having seen it. This isn't just resisting
several
watching
times.
it at all.
No,
Okay.
like seeing it and then it was just there. But I think the reason I resisted is because, despite what some people might think, there is some cheesy dialogue that I don't like. There is some cheesy moments I don't like. There are some cheesy characters I don't like.
It's an action movie, right?
But
Yeah.
but in the last few years, I've come to realize the structure of this story is just about perfect. There's a reason this is a classic. There's a reason there's been so many imitators, and even watching it again, this is the second time in a year. I just saw it like a year ago. It's nearly perfect. The structure is
It's
nearly
really
perfect.
good.
Yeah.
It's been a while since I've seen this movie, and when he bumps into Hans,
OMG.
it's first of all, it's so great, right?
It's so fucking good.
But in my head, I was like, oh, why is Hans in this place? This feels off.
Yeah, you're right.
Like something
it does
is not
until
exactly.
Yeah, yes.
I'm like, okay, there it is. There's the thing in the plot that doesn't feel quite right. But then it comes back later on, and it's everything in this movie has a purpose.
Yes, this is true.
It really
Everything
does.
connects together like a puzzle, right?
Yeah, it's very good. The fact that they're having a divorce, so then the name she's not using her maiden name, and then she's got the picture face down, just all of these different things, like small moments that are just like character moments, but they're building on top of each other to make this plot work. And it's really good. Yeah.
There are no red herrings in this movie at all. There's no, despite the fact that this movie is over 2 hours long, there's no extra fluff. There's nothing you can cut. There's nothing you can look at and say, this is superfluous. Everything leads to the next. This was 2 hours of a very slow, methodical buildup, punctuated with some crazy action stunts.
Yeah.
And everything pays off. Like what you're saying, you put down the photo, the name, everything at some point pays off in this movie.
Yeah.
There's no hanging chads, as you would.
So okay, Ian, there's a TV show I've got to recommend to you in case you haven't seen it. Have you ever seen The Movies That Made Us?
I've seen the precursor. I've seen the Toys That Made Us, which is spectacular. I didn't know that there was a movie version of that.
It is essential viewing, and there's an episode about Die Hard. Okay.
I know what
and
I'm
here's
watching
the
when I
thing
get home
is,
tonight.
I know a thing or two about movies, but I did not realize until I saw this documentary series how much I didn't know about how Hollywood films were made. Because when I see a Hollywood film, I just assume that they just sign the contracts and they go out and they film and everything's perfect. I didn't realize that even at this level, there's still an aspect of okay, we got to find a location. Okay, they don't want us to be here. Okay, we have a deadline. Okay, there's money. And if you look at how this movie was made, a lot of what happened in this film was against like resistance from what building they had to pick, right?
Interesting.
Yeah. And okay, how about the scene Josh just mentioned? How about they wrote that during production? Did you know about this?
No.
Oh fuck! They're at the snack bar one day, or like what was the
Craft services,
craft services, and they're like, hey, what's his name? Alan. Hey, can you do an American accent? Yeah, sure, I can do an American accent. Isn't that? And then they're like, oh my God, wait, you can. We got to stick that in the movie somehow. So just like you
Wow.
said, they invent a new scene, they put it in the movie, and it feels out of place. But then later, it actually ties into the plot. But never mind that. That scene is one of my favorites in the fucking movie because if that scene was not in there, just
He
like
would have probably just stumbled upon the
but
C4 by chance or
But
something,
this
right?
is what I was gonna say is like Kirk and Khan never meet in Star Trek 2.
Yeah.
These two characters would have never been face to face if it wasn't for
Right.
that scene. But they
Well,
meet
aside from the very, very end.
Very end.
the very okay,
end.
sure. But this scene when he stumbles and then you see John McClane's feet there, your stomach turns inside out. And then when he does the voice, you're like, what the hell am I
Yes.
watching?
Yeah.
This is insane.
I was momentarily confused by this scene.
Right,
'Cause I'm
right.
like, this looks an awful lot like Hans Gruber, but he shouldn't be here, and
Yep.
he doesn't sound like him at all.
Right.
And then when it turns out when he loses the accent,
Yes.
and they're fighting again, it's like, oh, this is actually brilliant.
Yeah.
It's
E-
brilliant.
Even then, when he hands him the empty pistol.
Yes.
Well,
Just-
before that, it's smart. Even the staging of the scene is so
With the
smart.
gun in the foreground behind the wall.
Well, that and then he also like John purposely stands in a certain spot so he can read all of the names
Yep.
on the nameplate
Brilliant.
to make sure that
Brilliant.
he is like
Matches.
saying a name that's like actually somebody that works
Yes.
there. Like all of these different things. Like I don't know.
You're
it's,
right.
It's
No,
smart.
it's brilliant.
It's a movie about this guy that's just killing a bunch of terrorists, but it's so smart in how it's done.
very
They
smart.
didn't need to do half of this stuff.
You're right.
It didn't have to be so methodical. People would have loved it just watching shit blow up, but
That's a good point.
I don't know. I'm sure people would love it. I'm not saying it. I don't think it would be held to the same level.
It is, yeah.
You know what I mean?
I think
Like,
it's a classic for a reason.
It
yeah.
brings it to that like
Well,
next
this-
level for me. You know.
Well, this is also the movie that kicked off the Bruce Willis action movie.
was this
Right.
his first?
Yes,
His
'cause
first
he was doing
starring
moon- he-
role in a feature.
He was doing
Same with Alan Rickman
moonlighting
too.
Yes, true.
yeah.
Alan Rickman too.
Yeah. So
he did-
this brought
he
in
did
Alan.
Moonlighting, and I think he did one movie. Oh, what was it called? Bonfire of the Vanities, which bombed.
Yeah, but he was mainly known at the time, Bruce Willis, as a TV actor doing
Right.
moonlighting. And so they were pitching his movie with him, and everyone thought, no, this isn't going to do anything. And it just took off. And Alan Rickman, not in the same fashion, but Alan Rickman was a stage actor, and they brought him in for this. And this movie also kicked off his film career as well.
Yeah.
What a great actor, eh?
Oh,
There's
amazing.
such subtlety in his expressions, incredible.
And he's like so monotone, right? Like he's so dry, but in his dryness, he's witty.
Oh my God, yeah.
I love when he goes into the elevator. Now I have a machine gun.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's so good. Like it's so he's really fun. Like a really good, like cartoonish
Perfect.
villain.
And
He's very
so
menacing
smart.
because of his
Yeah.
dry
Yeah.
delivery as well.
Yeah.
And
For sure.
he's one of these like Shakespearean actors that kind of he makes it seem like when you watch him in interviews, he makes it seem so simple what his technique is. But he must know how good he is. He must, right? Like he's having so much fun, right? Like he knows his accent's funny. What do you think, TJ?
I've heard and seen enough interviews just recently about Alan Rickman from different roles he's done.
Sure.
Specifically from Dogma.
Okay,
where-
right. I forgot he was in
Where it's like he's on set and he's doing his thing and it's amazing. But he just has like Kevin Smith has just like one note for him in this scene. And Alan Rickman just turns to him like, Kevin, I'm a Shakespearean theater actor. I think I know what I'm doing. and then he does the scene the way Kevin wanted him to do it, and then they were off and on to the next thing. And there was multiple stories that I've heard from Kevin Smith over the past couple of months, just things that have popped up about him, just his acting and whatnot. And Alan Rickman's amazing across the board.
Yeah,
like
he
any
is.
story you hear about him, typically I hear him about stories from Die Hard, stories from Galaxy Quest.
Yes.
Put that on the list.
Yep.
And then Alan Rickman in Dogma, where he's doing his thing, and then you give him notes, but he'll just snap back in such a dry way. He's like, do you know? He doesn't say it, but he's
Sure.
like, do you know who I am?
Right,
And then he'll do it the way you want, and then
Right.
you're off to the races
Sure.
and you're golden.
Okay, so what? I mean, like this villain, like one of the most perfectly cast villains I've ever seen.
Yes.
Right. And he's playing a German accent. He doesn't really look German. Doesn't really look
No.
German. You have a bunch of these Scandinavian giants, right? So it's an interesting like cast of
Even
characters.
his accent isn't like
Perfect.
really German. It's like vaguely European.
Sure, whatever.
Stereotypical Euro
Yeah.
trash.
Yeah.
kinda.
Yeah, it's your stereotypical 80s movie
Right.
Euro villain accent, but you have a mix of American, Asian, and Scandinavian
Yes.
terrorists.
Which
with
is
it.
pretty cool. I really also surprisingly like all of the henchmen.
They all have
like,
distinct
unique-
characters.
yeah.
Yes, they all because like there's the guy who's down on the ground who has the American accent.
Right.
There's the Asian guy that sneaks the
candy
chocolate
bars.
the chocolate bar.
Then there's the tech guy who's breaking into the
Yes,
vault and doing
yes.
security. Then there's like the twins or the brothers or whatever. Like
right.
even the henchmen have like a little something to them, so
Yep.
they're not just like bodies.
Different personalities, and
Yeah.
as the movie goes on, they have different motivations for what they're doing as well, right?
Right.
Like the one guy whose his whole thing is avenging the death of his brother, who gets the first one that gets
Right.
killed, right?
Right.
So he's a madman because of that.
Yep.
Yeah.
And that was his first movie, I believe.
Okay.
Like he was just
Everybody's
casted
first
in
movie.
it based
Yeah.
on looks and whatnot. And I believe that was his first movie role. And he was able to parlay that into, I believe, a few other henchman roles in some commercials in the late 80s, early 90s. I'm
commercial
sorry,
henchman for
I've
hire.
looked into it a little bit, but not enough to remember.
Right.
But then the guy with the chocolate bars, that henchman, he was a henchman in so many other movies.
He did kind of look familiar.
He was
like-
in the early 90s Three Musketeers movie, which is also a classic.
Oh.
Put it on the list.
Okay.
No, he was great. He only had a bit part in that, but that's a great movie. And he was in, I think he was in Tango and Cash as well. And he's done a lot of those like late 80s
Sure, of course.
henchmen roles. And then the guy working the front desk, that's Huey Lewis.
No, it's not. No.
Yes, it is.
Wait.
That's-
wait.
like
what?
the
The
actual same
henchman.
You're saying the
Huey
terrorist?
The henchman that took over the front desk
No, wait.
position.
Did you confirm this?
I can confirm this 100%.
Okay,
This
when you
is-
confirm it, then we'll believe you because
Wait.
I'm
This is
very
Huey- this is
skeptical.
Huey Lewis.
But as you're looking that up, I have to point out, Ian, are you familiar with the actor that plays the cop down at the ground, the black dude?
I've seen him.
Okay,
in
he's
things.
the father in Family Matters.
Right.
Remember Family
Okay.
Matters?
I
He also
remember
plays a cop
that
in that.
exists.
Yeah, he plays a
Yeah.
cop. Yeah,
Reginald Val Johnson.
him.
Yeah.
Okay. He's fine. Okay,
Some of his deliveries.
Okay, can we get into why I resisted this movie for so long?
Sure, yeah.
He's one of the reasons. I think his acting, he's an over actor, and in every line he delivers is cheesy and over the top. What do you think?
shot a kid.
I know. Oh god,
The way he
you gotta know
delivers
the
it.
right time
The way
to
he says
shoot and then when to pray.
Like,
Oh my god.
I loved it, but
I mean, whatever.
I know what you're saying. It is a little bit over the top,
Yeah.
and that's
Well,
saying something for this movie.
It was definitely over the
Yeah.
top, but I think it works specifically because it's over the top.
Right.
It was just hammy enough. He was just this lovable, like,
Yeah.
I gotta
Yeah.
get back on the force.
He's so
kinda guy.
endearing. Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, of course, I like him as a character, but his delivery's cheesy.
And I mean, like right down to his redemption at the very end, where he
Yeah.
kills the last bad
I
guy,
know.
and then we have that very slow that rack focus
Right, to him,
from the
I
gun to
know.
him, and it's like, yeah.
See, this is
it's
what
all
I mean.
intentional.
This movie is a classic. It's a perfectly structured movie, but it's very Hollywood, and that's why it took me a long time to appreciate that the structure is perfect. But it has it's like too much icing, a little bit too much icing on the cake. You know what I mean? It's a little bit too sweet. Wait, TJ, what's happening over there?
I was not aware of this. Evidently, there's an actor named Dennis Hayden who is in Die Hard, and
he looks exactly like Huey Lewis.
No, exactly. No, that's it. That's Huey Lewis. It's not Huey Lewis. For all these years, I have thought it has been Huey Lewis, and it's not Huey Lewis.
TJ's defense, Huey Lewis was in Back to the Future a few years earlier, so
he
he does have a
he also did
movie
like the theme
pedigree.
song. There's a reason he's there.
The difference
but
is
he was
that
still in the
Huey
movie.
Lewis, when he was in Back to the Future, looked exactly like Huey Lewis.
With glasses.
And this guy does not look anything like Huey Lewis.
No, but even the Google thing is saying that that it's been a long popular rumor that he's been a
Started by
Huey
TJ
Lewis,
in Windsor, Ontario.
And he's in a Huey Lewis cover band.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
Man.
Okay.
No, even Huey Lewis has acknowledged that this actor looks a lot like him. Like, this is not.
Oh, God. Okay, stop.
This has even been in a joke in the Cleveland show going die semi-hard, and it was playing into the joke that it was Huey Lewis, and it wasn't.
Okay.
This is ridiculous. No, it was Dennis Hayden. I seriously thought it was Huey Lewis, and I apologize.
That's okay. That's okay.
And
You don't have to apologize.
I will see myself exit stage right.
No, you're good. You're good.
Which is
Stage right's
that
over
way.
there.
I know, that's why I went that way. Because
Okay.
I'm wrong about everything.
So we've talked about cameos. Are there any other cameos by popular actors in this film?
I wouldn't say semi-popular, but if you pay attention to a movie that we watched a few weeks ago, and the electrical engineer that was popping out of the manhole, that is the same actor that was the best friend neighbor in The Burbs.
Art.
Rick DeCommon.
Which Josh and I noticed tonight at the exact same moment.
Yeah.
Exact, yes. There was something he said, or he turned his head. We're like, it's Ray.
Yes.
Or not Ray.
Yeah.
No, what's his name in the movie?
Art.
That's
Yeah,
Art. That's
yeah,
Art.
Yeah.
He's everywhere.
It's true. And then also, I have to point out the asshole, dickhead, douche, cokehead.
Ghostbuster. Oh, wait.
No, wait.
Oh,
That guy is from Supergirl, the movie Supergirl. He's the doofus boyfriend that the witch falls in love with. Remember? That gets possessed and is like walking through the town. Yeah, that's him.
God.
That's him. Yep. And then the asshole reporter.
You just made me think of
Is the
Supergirl.
asshole from Ghostbusters.
Yes. He
Yep.
was the asshole on Ghostbusters. He was the, yes, this man has no dick.
Yes. And as soon as he
Ghostbusters.
showed up on screen, I think the whole room was like, here we go.
Yeah.
Yep. Huh?
Who was the?
The television reporter in Die Hard was the
Asshole.
not health and safety,
the
but
Environmental Protection Agency
He
guy.
was the EPA guy from Ghostbusters.
Okay.
So
And-
yeah, you know what we're talking about in this movie, right?
Yeah. He plays the same character in Ghostbusters, Die Hard, and Die Hard 2. Basically, the man that has no dick.
Right. Great actor, great asshole. Like, what a perfect person for that role, right?
Yeah.
Right? What do you think, Ian?
Yeah.
Don't you think he's perfect?
Sure.
Okay. I don't think you appreciate him as much as we do. We love him.
Maybe not, but I do appreciate him.
Okay. So, speaking of appreciating, let's talk about Bruce Willis. So, I grew up with Moonlighting. I was obsessed with Moonlighting. Then this movie came out. So, I went in expecting David Addison. Have you ever seen Moonlighting?
Nope.
Holy Moses.
Who else is in Moonlighting?
Sybil Shepherd.
Yes.
Okay.
Do you know what it is?
It's a TV show. That's all I really know.
So it's a TV show about two private investigators. Sybil Shepherd, I think she inherits the business or whatever. She's like rich, and then Bruce Willis comes on as like the new partner. And I swear to God, Moonlighting invented a new genre where two people argue for 5 years and then they end up together as a couple, right?
Yes.
That's it.
100%.
100%.
That is Moonlighting.
Exactly.
What do you call that genre?
We hate
Just
each other, but we're
Moonlighting. I
still
don't
gonna
know.
bone.
Right.
What's that?
We hate each other, but we're still gonna bone.
Exactly. But it's a really good show. It's actually a really good show. He, of course, got the role because he was a really witty bartender And some producers saw him in a bar bartending. And
Really?
he was not an actor. As far as I know, he was not an actor. Just got into this show, did it for a couple years, and then did Die Hard. Got paid $5 million, which at the time was outrageous. I don't know how he got it. And then they didn't even know if it was going to be a success,
Didn't
right?
they do another season of Moonlighting after this movie came out?
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, because I think at the time when this movie came out, everyone was like, "Oh, this was the year before Michael Keaton as Batman,"
Right.
and the Michael Keaton Batman thing was very similar to the Bruce Willis. Oh, Bruce Willis as an action star, yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Well, so the thing is we were talking earlier, and I think Alex mentioned, like, I didn't realize, like, I expected this to be just like a typical action movie, but like in this film, Bruce Willis, he's scared, and he's always he's
vulnerable.
He's vulnerable. The fact that he has bare feet is such a crucial thing to the whole movie. The guy in the plane tells him, whenever I get off a plane, I just take off my shoes, my socks, and what does he do? They do fists.
Make
fists with your
on the
toes.
carpet.
Fists
So
with
now
your
because of
toes.
that, he has no shoes on for the whole movie. So because of that, when there's broken glass, he gets glass in his feet. It makes him more vulnerable, right? He's got kind of an undershirt on. He's constantly getting his ass kicked. But every time there's a problem, he's always like, okay, think, what can I do now? And then he always comes up with a solution, right?
Yeah.
It's brilliant.
He's thinking his way through these problems instead of just shooting his way through these problems.
Right.
Although he's generally thinking about ways to best
Shoot.
shoot his way
that's
out of these
true.
problems.
With his machine gun.
But that makes him very endearing because you're sort of trying to figure out his thought processes as
Right.
well. So you're thinking instead of just staring.
When he uses the machine gun as like a hook, like an anchor to go down the elevator shaft and go to the vent. And it's terrifying.
Yeah.
Like it's really scary. Also too, it's like losing your main weapon,
Yeah.
to survive.
That's a good
like,
point. That's a good
like,
point.
I really appreciate that they didn't just give him like a bunch of weapons and he had infinite ammo the whole thing. Like we see him having to like use it to get away. And
Well, okay, this is the other thing I noticed about this, because I just watched it like 12 months ago, but I noticed that they really established the geography, and they're very specific about, okay, this is how he gets into this part through the fan, and then he gets to here, and then he goes to here, and then he holds the gun here, and it feels very real. It feels like everything. It's not like a fake Hollywood studio. It's like everything feels like exactly. They establish it. They don't violate it. Put it that way. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it feels like a bottle shoot where we are shooting in one location only. This is where we're at. These are our parameters. We're not going to go beyond that.
Exactly.
And they spend a good deal of time at the beginning of the movie sort of setting all that up by him just sort of exploring.
Yep.
And we see everywhere that he's going, and we see him sort of map these routes out himself.
True. Good
Yeah,
point.
like the different offices, like his wife's, like the lobby, the atrium where the party is, his wife's office, the bathroom, the Takagi's office, with places that are under construction that was already mentioned. How we're not done yet, but we got all this stuff.
Yes.
Everything that was mentioned had a purpose and was there. Like even like you said, with knuckling up your toes was mentioned before the title card was even up.
Exactly. Right.
Yeah.
And that played a big part by the end of the movie.
And you're kind of left with a feeling that, like, don't you feel that if you were dropped into Nakatomi Plaza, that you could probably find your way around? Like by the end
That's
of
a
the movie?
good point. That's a really
Like
good point.
you are familiar with it.
Yep.
Oh, I'd be dead.
We'd all be dead. There's people with guns.
No.
But like we'd be able to find the bathroom.
Yeah, we
or
really
the
find a way
elevator.
around. The other thing too is that I believe, and I could be wrong, but I think that the fact that it was under construction is part of the real location. That was not written in the script. It was like, the actual building we found is under construction, so we have to incorporate it. As
Interesting.
far as I know, I could be wrong, but
Because that makes a lot of it work.
right, 100%. And they that's what I mean. The genius of like. I'm assuming McTiernan, John McTiernan, the director, incorporated all that into the script and like made it all work with the story, right? And I don't know. It's just this. Like I said, the structure is perfect. Like, even the fact that he starts the movie, like, John McClane has an arc, the cop has an arc. John McClane starts the movie, he's kind of separated from his wife. End of the movie, he gets back together with his wife. At the beginning of the story, the cop has this backstory, this tragic backstory, but he overcomes it by shooting the terrorist, right? So it's like everybody has an arc. Maybe the limo driver doesn't really have an arc. He doesn't really do it much. But
Well, he does kind of save the day by ramming the limo into that.
that's true.
Fake
On his
ambulance.
first,
Right.
yeah. So he has a little bit of an arc too, right?
Yeah. He rams the fake ambulance and knocks out the guy that was doing all the
tech
hacking.
guy, yeah.
But can we stop calling them all terrorists and just be real and be like, no, man, you guys are just bank robbers. Get out of here.
Yeah.
You know, okay. Okay. The other thing I want to point out, the douche asshole, like that comes in and tries to negotiate. Not pointing
at
to you.
you.
Jesus.
No. You know the guy that.
You can point at me.
No,
It's okay.
okay,
I will
Mike.
be
This
offended.
fucking
The douche
guy.
asshole that
Fucking
co-hosts
dickhead.
this podcast for 2 years. No.
Fucking guy.
Yeah. No, you remember, okay, when that guy comes in to negotiate, the thing I noticed
Oh,
tonight
yeah.
about that scene, he's a total asshole, but he could have been a bigger asshole. He could have been like, oh, no, that's his wife right there.
Yeah.
But he
Right.
doesn't give her up. And
I
that's
forgot
a
about
great
that.
subtlety,
Yeah.
right? The fact
But
that,
he's trying to help though. Like despite
Right.
the fact that he's an asshole,
yeah.
like his like the fact that we don't like him isn't based on what he's doing. It's based on how he's doing it.
Right.
And he's
Good point.
just so full of this self-confidence, like, oh, I've closed bigger deals than
Yes.
this in my sleep. Like, fuck you, asshole.
Right.
Oh no! He's also full of nose candy.
Well,
yeah,
that too,
well,
yeah.
yeah.
Like,
of course.
let's not forget
Right,
that.
I-
He's all full of piss and not so much vinegar going in there doing what he's doing.
And I love how he dusts himself up right before he goes to talk
Yeah,
to Gruber.
right.
Oh, and Nakagi's all like, yes, this is Holly's husband, her police husband. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, you missed some.
You missed some.
That was great.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, that's what I mean. Is there's a reason that it's elevated to what it is. Okay. And again, I'm kind of just getting most of what I'm saying from that episode of that TV show that I watched, the movies that made us. But I have to point out,
Okay.
this is based on a novel
Yes.
that is a sequel to another novel
Oh.
that was adapted into a Frank Sinatra film in the late 60s or early 70s. So he made the first one, then they had the second one that was in development hell for 20 years. Then when it came time to make it, right, they're like, oh, should we get Frank Sinatra? No. He's like, 70. So they just rewrote it, changed the names, and then it turned into Die Hard, basically, right?
I'm pretty
Wow.
sure they did offer it to Frank first.
Maybe, yeah.
Because of contractual obligations. And Frank's like, man, I ain't doing that shit.
Right, exactly.
And then
I don't get
passed
to wear
on it.
shoes? I'm not willing.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But I
No, but
think-
you are correct, sir, on everything
Yeah.
you're saying on that. Yeah,
Interesting.
It is 100% based on a book. I do remember hearing it was a sequel to something that Frank did.
yes.
I've never seen the original, or I've read the novel. I haven't been able to find the novel. That's not an, online Audible. I'm not gonna read my screen. I want a book, but.
But it's just go ahead.
Yeah, no. I was just saying. It's like, no, I everything you just said. Like, yeah, no, I will confirm all of that from what I've heard.
Why are you gonna look it up on the same place you found the Huey Lewis story?
Oh my God.
No. But anyway, the point is that
in my head, where I'm like, no, that's 100% Huey Lewis. And in my mind, oh man, what are you talking about? This isn't Bruce Willis. This is
Frank Sinatra.
This is Frank
exactly,
Sinatra.
yeah. I just
They
think
look
it's,
identical.
I just think it's interesting that like this thing that it could have like it just sat there and collected
Yeah.
dust for 20 years or whatever, and then it just finally let's adapt this, and that turned into what it is, this gigantic hit that spawned 4 sequels plus all
Yes.
these
Yeah.
rip-offs, right? Like I don't know, it's just phenomenal, and I think that's why the structure is so good, because it's based on a book. I think that's why. That's my theory. Maybe I'm
Yeah,
wrong.
I wonder how much of it is like an adaptation of the book.
Right.
and how much of it has changed, because it really does work so well. But I think it's more than just it being an adaptation, because there's so much thought, like what you were saying with every room making sense and knowing the direction. Like, it just feels like a lot of thought was put into it ahead of time. Even just like the moments where we're setting things up, and you know, it's more than just an action
it's not
movie.
schlock. Yeah, it's not schlock. And
I think every room and every space that you're in feels lived in, and that's the big thing. It's just every room isn't a set piece. Every room, like Holly's office, you had a few scenes in there with Hans being on the radio, Holly being in there, goofball with you missed some. Like, it gave that space life. It wasn't just a set piece.
Right.
Even the atrium where, John McClane grabs a drink, takes a sip, was like, ugh.
Yeah.
And puts it on the other tray, and off it goes. Every room had a purpose that we saw before it became a set piece.
that's a good
Right,
point.
yeah.
You're right. And you're right.
Everything was lived in.
That's a great point.
And they came back like multiple times to like the same set pieces. So it almost, even after there was like a big fight, I felt familiar with this room when he's just sitting in the corner hiding and talking to the cop, or when the next fight happens there. Because he's in like the like one of the top floors where it's like the computers and stuff for a while, and he kills the first guy there. They fall, they're punching each other, and then they roll down the stairs. And then he goes back up and he's hiding there. And then Hans and his henchmen are shooting, and that's where he's like, has to crawl through the glass and everything, right? So we're like really living in these scenes for sure.
The other thing we have to talk about is the fact that Bruce Willis, he's coming off of the 80s where it's Sylvester Stallone and then Arnold Schwarzenegger. Two huge bodybuilders. Then you have this guy that's kind of more of an everyman, shorter than average, right? Losing his hair. So he's kind of just like, he just looks like a regular guy almost, right?
He wasn't all built. He wasn't all buff.
Right. He's just he
looked fine with his shirt off, but
he's just
he wasn't conspicuously.
Right, exactly. Just looks like a regular guy. And I think that's another reason it was so good.
Well,
it works so well. And this is also the reason that Tron Legacy does not work, because we're not going to talk about Tron Legacy, but I was talking to Josh about this tonight, and I do not like the lead actor in Tron Legacy, because he's too cool. He's trying to be too tough. Did I lose you, TJ?
Are we going to turn this into a Tron Legacy debate?
No, we're not. Why, is that what you want?
I don't know. You're bringing up Tron Legacy.
No. We're not going to talk about Tron Legacy. That was just an example.
Because I love me Tron Legacy.
No. That was just an example of a movie where I don't like the lead actor, and it affects my enjoyment of the whole film. This movie, the lead actor is perfect. But many movies have lead actors where you're like, you know what? It's a good movie, but I don't like the lead actor, right?
Yeah.
I would just touch on Tron Legacy for a moment.
Oh no! What have I been
Tron
doing?
Legacy, put it on the list.
No. Much like another movie that I love, Top Gun.
Okay.
They are both filmed very much like an hour and a half music video.
Sure.
And they're amazing as that. And I love them for that, regardless of the actors. And I won't get much into more of it than that. But speaking on soundtrack, the Die Hard soundtrack makes this a freaking Christmas movie.
100%. I totally agree. I know you don't really want to talk about this a whole lot, but I feel like it's not even a question that this is a Christmas movie, because it's so ingrained in everything that's happening in this movie.
So are you saying that Macaulay Culkin is incorrect?
Oh, 100 fucking
Okay,
percent.
here's my thing. What's the argument that it's not a Christmas movie?
Well, I didn't hear his
You
argument.
know what I mean?
So.
Like I don't get why it's not a Christmas movie. It takes place during Christmas. The story revolves around Christmas. People can argue, oh, this could have happened at any holiday. You know what else? You know what other movie could have happened during any holiday? Home Alone. They just go on vacation. and he's left alone. There's nothing. It's this Home Alone has the same amount of Christmas as Die Hard.
I'm gonna say
Macaulay.
Yes.
my.
Don't leave me hanging.
So okay, my counterpoint is I don't care.
Yeah, that's right.
It doesn't matter to me. It's not worth debate. It's not really a debate.
And I'm right there with both of you because I agree with you and I agree with you. I think that the fact that it is a Christmas movie, and it is the least interesting thing about the movie.
Sure.
It just happens to happen on Christmas.
Yeah.
Whatever.
It's kind of like saying, let's talk about whether this is a hip hop film because there's one hip hop song, the hip hop Christmas song. Remember?
Yeah.
It's like, oh, okay.
Yeah, Run
I
DMC,
guess
Christmas
it
time in
is. I don't
Halls,
know.
Queens.
Cool.
Yeah,
Whatever.
Argyle's like, hey, pop this in.
Yeah.
This is a Christmas
Yeah.
song.
It's like, I don't know.
He specifically says that.
I disagree because the Run DMC song is just like a bit part
Sure.
where the theme of Christmas is so
Because he's coming home for Christmas.
Yeah, he's coming home for Christmas. The party is a Christmas party. Like everything is like so a part of it, I think. I don't know.
But it doesn't factor into the plot or the story or the
Hans
eventual
does,
the story arcs for the characters. They're
You
not-
could take it all out and just make it something else.
Yeah.
Han still says, hey, you want a Christmas miracle? Just wait, and I will give you a Christmas miracle. I'm sorry. I've never heard of a St. Patrick's Day miracle or a July 4th miracle or a Thanksgiving miracle. How is he going to, hand his hacker a miracle if it wasn't a Christmas miracle?
Okay, that settles it. It's a Christmas film. Okay, so here's the thing. There's other films I like more, and there's even other action movies that I think have better action, but maybe this is the best action story, maybe, that I've ever seen. Maybe, I don't know.
It's definitely up there. It does have a strong story. Plotting is great.
Yeah.
Set pieces are fantastic. I don't know what
Dialogue,
else to say.
yippee-ki-yay, little doggy. That's the TV version.
try
for you
not to
don't know.
get demonetized.
Yeah, exactly,
on YouTube.
exactly.
I think we're a little late for that, but sure.
No, the over the top dialogue aside, I think it works for this movie, and I'm going to agree that structurally this is one of the best action movies that I've seen. It is like it's you can study it,
Yeah.
whereas other action movies, you're almost guaranteed to have some plot hole that you could drive some SWAT team truck through, but you're just going to ignore it because hey, it's an action movie,
Right.
and whatever that just happens. You don't find that here.
Right.
This is just too well crafted. It's too well thought out. So.
TJ.
Actually, I just came up with this. I thought just with hearing you guys, just the tone of the movie, musically and lighting wise, this movie is so self-contained in one specific area. You are in level 30 to like 32 in the roof of the Nakatomi Plaza. You have your lobby and just your outdoor area. That's basically it, with the exception of the convenience store and airport, what have you. That's setting stuff up.
And the plane, don't forget the plane.
The plane, boss, the plane. No? Nothing? Okay.
I gotcha. Fantasy Island.
To get it.
Anyway, the entire movie is self-contained as a self-contained action movie, but if you change the lighting and the soundscape and soundtrack of it, it could easily turn into an atmospheric horror movie or what have you, because Alien is a very self-contained, one section, hey, we're in one spot, this is where we're at, movie. It's very much self-contained, and you can change it around quite a bit. But either way, long and the short, Die Hard, amazing, self-contained, very good. I know, it was a long wraparound where I lost my point. I apologize. I apologize on
I
that.
thought you were gonna say like tie it into the fact that whether it was a Christmas movie or not.
Oh, no. I wasn't going to tie it into the fact it was a Christmas movie or not. My whole thing is that it was such a self-contained action movie as opposed to some other action movies where you're jumping from location to location of action movies that came out at
right.
the time. We got a sense of suspense in this movie because we are in the same spaces all the time.
Good point. Yeah.
We're not running around from this city to this city or this county or throughout a massive jungle. We know where we are at. We are in 3 floors of an office structure. Some of them are complete, some of them are not. This is our space. This is where we're stuck in. And it didn't play on the claustrophobicness of that, but knowing that we are bottled in this one area helped play into the movie and, just let it breathe the way it needed to breathe.
Right. Can't argue with that, right, Ian?
No, not at all. The claustrophobic nature of it does help with the suspense, as well as the fact that all the doors and entrances are locked and that sort of thing. The only thing that I chuckled at a little bit was right at the beginning of the movie when they're shutting all the stuff down, they're locking all the doors and locking all the windows, and they turned off the escalator. And I'm like, that's just going to make it easier. Because now you can escape down both of them. They should have turned them up so they're really fast.
Good point. Yeah, good point.
Big robbers care about saving energy. Especially in the 80s.
That's right. That's right. That's less money to steal if they're spending it all on powering that escalator.
Okay, first and best Die Hard film. The sequels are not as good, in my opinion, but we probably won't watch them, so it doesn't matter. But this was a classic film. I'm glad we watched it.
Yeah, me too.
I think
Close
we
to Christmas.
I think we should do Die Hard 2 next year because a lot of people skip it as Die Hard 2 is also a Christmas film.
Oh, shit. Here we go. I know what I'm doing next year.
What's Macaulay Culkin think about Die Hard 2?
I don't know,
boy.
actually.
Okay, so TJ, we want to thank you for bringing out your Die Hard toys.
Yeah, books, Christmas ornaments,
Whatever it is.
whatnot.
Yeah. We appreciate it.
Hey, if we
Seriously.
want to talk toys, I'll pull out all my other Transformers and Power Rangers and G.I. Joe and everything else, wrestlers and whatnot. Are we going to watch Power Slam?
Of course we are, TJ.
Please don't.
Of course
Please
we
don't.
are.
I've never even seen it.
I've never heard of that. What the
Isn't
hell
that-
are
isn't
you
that next
talking
week?
about?
Do not know what Power Slam is.
Okay, anyway.
Don't.
Okay, champion, we want to thank you for hosting movie night every week.
Anytime.
Sometimes on Tuesdays, sometimes on Wednesdays, sometimes 3 times in 1 week.
And sometimes on Thursdays, as we're having.
That's right. That's what I meant to say.
Sometimes on Christmas Day.
Yes, that's right. So when you watch this 3 weeks from now, keep in mind you missed Christmas Day at Meteor.
Christmas Day night.
Yes, Christmas
Muppet
Day
Christmas
night
Carol
at Meteor
and
with Muppet Christmas Carol and Black
Christmas.
We want to thank Josh for being here tonight.
Thank
Yes,
you.
thank
Even
you for
after you're
joining
talking
us.
shit about him before?
Yeah.
That's
This
right.
fucking guy?
This douchebag motherfucker. No, we want to thank you for joining us tonight.
Yeah, of course.
And tell everybody where you can find our episodes.
You can find all of our stuff over on our website at comicbooksyndicate.com. You can also find the video format versions on our YouTube channel, so check us out there. And check us out next week for Power Slam.
Okay, TJ, what the hell is Power Slam? What is
Power Slam.
No, I think it's actually called Pile Driver.
He's confused. Okay.
It was a movie made back in like 83 or 84 in association with the American Wrestling Alliance, which was based out of Minnesota with Vern Gagne.
Oh, yeah, okay.
And it was a precursor to, or maybe I'm thinking Body Slam with Hulk Hogan with Zeus.
No, hold on a sec. Are you talking about
Power Slam,
Wait, no. You're talking about Hulk Hogan.
Hulk Hogan did a movie in the 80s with Zeus, and then it was Zeus versus Hulk Hogan at like WrestleMania 2 or
what is
Saturday
that
Night's main
called?
event.
Okay, the Suburban Commando.
Oh no, that's in the 90s, and that's with Christopher Lloyd. Christopher Lloyd and Hulk Hogan did a movie in like 91, 92,
Okay, wait,
and the trailer for that played before.
I'm just gonna call it TJ.
No, what is? I know what you're talking about. There's a movie he did with Zeus called. Okay, what is it called? Body Slam? No, it's not called Body
Power
Slam.
Slam.
No, it's called what is it called?
3 or 4 weeks.
No Holds Barred.
No Holds Barred.
No Holds Barred. That was 1989.